Hi guys, it's Kyle down here at Lunicycle. Today I'm going to show you how to navigate the display on our new Talaria Sting R MX4. So when you power up the bike, you'll see a nice little OLED display on the left side of your handlebars. On the very top, it's going to show you which mode you're in, either Eco or Sport mode. Below that, it's going to show you how fast you're going. This is your speedometer. Below that, you have battery voltage or battery percentage remaining. Below that, you have your trip meter. And in the very bottom right corner, you have your regenerative braking levels. You got 1, 2, 3, or 4. You control these with this up-down button right here. So 4 will give you the most regen, 1 will give you the least. In the middle here, you do have this little M button, and this is what switches your modes. So Eco mode is nice and mellow, Sport mode is much, much faster. If you hold this button down, it'll act as a trip reset. So it'll allow you to clean your average speed, max speed, and your trip mileage, not your actual mileage. If you wanted to reset this, you would click yes. Now to enter the main menu, you hold down this top button for a few seconds, and you'll see you have all these options here. You use these up-down buttons to navigate, and the middle M button to select. So the first one is data. On the top here you have average watt hours per mile, max speed, average speed, and how long it's been on. And then at the bottom there you have an actual odometer. For unit, you can select imperial, which is miles an hour, or metric, which is kilometers per hour. Below that you have wheel size. All the bikes we're shipping have a 19-inch wheel. If you switch to some smaller wheels, you may want to select the 17. That'll make the speedometer accurate. And then to really get the speedometer accurate, you do have this one which Talaria calls gear ratios. Now the stock chainring is a 44 tooth, and it's already selected to that. It's the 1 to 8-4. If you go through the rest of these, we're going to put these up on the screen. You do have several different gear ratios, and these just mean your rear sprocket size. So the very top one is the 25 tooth. That's for if you have the pedal kit installed. Below that would be the 36 tooth rear sprocket. Below that is 40 tooth. Then you have the stock size, which is 44. The next size is 48. The size below that is 50. And then finally you have a 58 tooth rear sprocket. So this will keep your speedometer accurate. It is only going to be accurate if you have the stock tires and wheels. Once you start changing wheels, you will need to recalibrate this based on what size tires or what size wheels you got. To exit, you hit the menu button. Below that, you have your battery information. This shows you your battery capacity remaining, the battery voltage, and how many times it's been charged. Now below that, this is a special feature that's only available on the R. This is the calibrate button or match selection. It pairs the motor to the controller. There is a little encoder that needs to be paired whenever you were to change out the controller or change out the motor. It only lets you select this within 1 minute of turning on the display. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle the power, and I'll show you how to calibrate this. So you go back down to the match selection, press enter, and then before you hit execute, you do want to lift up the rear wheel. It's going to push the rear wheel forward and backwards about ½ an inch just to calibrate. It'll then say success, and you hold down the M button to exit this. It won't let you ride the bike until you cycle the power again. And then you should be good to go. There is one other feature. You can delete the display. If you only ride in sport mode, you can go ahead and set this to sport mode. You can also set your regen to where you like it. Then you can actually unplug the display and the bike will actually still work. It's just going to stay in whichever mode you were in. So that's a brief walkthrough on the Talaria display.